my goodness. Hello. Sorry, I just had a notification come through as I was hopping on. Somebody said my husband looks like a long lost property brother. Anybody watch that show? Anywho, okay. I haven't done a live on here in forever. I'm actually in between interviews right now. I've got what time is it? I've got 15 minutes. So I thought I'd do a little carnivore chat, Q&A, ask me anything. Where is everybody from? Hello. I am here in not sunny Southern California. We are having some weather rolling in, and I thought I would just pop on. So if anybody has any questions for me about carnivore, keto, low carb, I am 8 months in on my carnivore journey so far. I am, I think I'm on day 13 or so, 2 weeks in of the BBBE, which is beef, bacon, butter, and eggs. So that's been good, getting rid of my heavy cream crutch that I've been using, my addiction, and I feel good without the dairy. Not questions, sending good vibes from the UK. Love your content. Thank you. Thank you. I thought, you know what? I need to do more lives. I feel like I get less hate on the lives. So any genuine questions people have, they can come here, because I don't read a lot of the comments because they're so nasty. How does butter take care of things? Can you explain? A lot of people think I'm going to be constipated because I don't eat fiber, but fiber is not necessary to go to the bathroom. The high fat keeps things going. So butter is fat, and that takes care of that. Ooh, losing my phone. I don't have it on the stand. I have it propped up on my laptop because I'm doing interviews this morning on Zoom. You are welcome. Yeah, any questions, you guys? Ask me anything. I am an open book, kind of. I'm an open book with carnivore. I'll say that. So yeah, 2 weeks in on the BBBE, I've lost 5 pounds so far. I feel amazing. I'm having some coffee butter with an egg because of your video. Okay, I swear it tastes like a latte. And I've had butter with coffee, just butter. That's good, but it's not the same as adding that egg yolk. I don't know what the egg yolk does, but it really froths it up and makes it a little creamy, and I couldn't tell that there wasn't milk in it. Now, it did not taste like my gnarly heavy cream coffees, but it tasted like, a regular latte with some milk in there. Does it affect your hormones? Eating this way is great for your hormones. Fat is great for your hormones. You're a vegetarian and you find my content fascinating. Thank you. Thank you for being here, and I'm assuming thank you for not being rude, unless you're one of the rude ones in my comments. But no, I feel like we can all eat different things and get along. I mean, shit, I still watch people baking bread and stuff and doing all those things, and clearly I'm not eating bread. So yeah, it's always interesting, I think. So thank you for that. All right, guys, I got to keep an eye on the time. I have 10 minutes. You seem so sweet and genuine, and you're so funny. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I can agree with you on the genuine. I feel like I just lay it all out there, the good and the bad. Tell me I need to clean. I'm struggling with depression. So I obviously am not a doctor. I can't give medical advice, but my understanding is when you have inflammation in your brain and your body, that can lead to some depression stuff. So when I cleaned up my diet, I reduced the inflammation in my body. I was able to come off of Zoloft. Probably after a few months in is when I'm okay, I noticed a difference with my mental health because I was on such a low dose, because prior I was on such a big dose and it totally numbed me out. So I was on such a low dose that I still wasn't feeling great, but I was able to see how my diet was changing things up, even though I was still on it. So it's always worth a shot, Couldn't hurt to try. I mean, even if you don't go straight carnivore, at least just ditch the carbs and the sugar and processed junk. I am down 35 pounds now. I probably have like 20-ish to go. We'll see what happens. I'm like 157, give or take. I've been 125, and that was like a thin, good weight, but I wasn't like working out. Not that I'm working out now, but I'd like to, and I'd like to build some muscle. So I don't know if 125 will be what I want with muscle, maybe 130. So we will have to see. We're almost there. 25-ish more pounds, I think, right? 20. Can't do math. All right, so 10 minutes left. Ask me anything. I'm an open book with carnivore and most other things, but not all. And yeah, just sticking with this BBBE for 2 more weeks. Honestly, if I wasn't like sharing this journey with you guys, I probably would have given up and had some chicken wings by now. I'm really craving chicken wings. And I don't know why. I don't know why the BBBE. Like Dr. Berry did it. I don't know why specifically that. Like why can I have pork belly and not bacon? Or why can I have bacon and not chicken wings? But I just wanted to just stick to something simple, like the guidelines are there. My main thing was to just get rid of the dairy. Restarting my carnivore diet today. First time I did it, I was down 15 pounds. Miss how great I felt. Yeah, I mean, yes, I can assume when you're feeling this great and you go back to old habits, like it won't feel that great. So good for you. Do I find it pricey? No. I mean, okay, you could do grass-fed, grass-finished, regenerative farming beef, and that will be pricey. Or you can go to Walmart and get like the rocket sausage, which is super cheap. Granted, the quality might be not as great as the other one, but it's still going to be super nutritious. And obviously there's a middle ground. You can go to like Whole Foods and get something. I have a video on YouTube that kind of talks about this a little bit more, but it can be done like as cheap as like $6 a day. Genuine question, did you feel nauseous when you started? I don't remember if I did. I remember having a few wonky days, like where I was like, ugh, like I cannot eat any more of this. And that's when I was more animal based. So I was having avocado too. I remember eating some burger patties and avocado and yeah, so maybe nauseated, just kind of grossed out. I think it takes a little bit in the beginning, your body to get used to having all that fat and meat. Very satiating. Want to start? Can you eat all meats? What about yogurts and soft cheese? Yeah, all meats are on the table. Ruminant animals are going to be ideal. So having like beef, I would prioritize beef. And yogurts and soft cheese. Yeah, I mean, it depends on what you're actually like doing this for. If you were like epileptic and trying to use, ketosis to control your seizures, then you probably wouldn't want to have yogurt because of the carbs. But I have yogurt sometimes. I'm more of like having it be like animal products than always worried about carbs. I feel like if you go in and out of ketosis, like not big deal unless you're using it for medicinal purposes. Thank you, Jazzy Jazz. What's a rocket sausage? It's like they have those huge like tubes, if you will, of ground beef. I want to say like, is it 10 pounds? Can you fit 10 pounds in that? Maybe 5 pounds, but it's huge and it's cheap. Do you ever get bored of the same flavors every single day? No. And I know that sounds weird. Like one would think that. And when I was eating like just low carb keto prior to this, I would meal prep. So I would have similar like, maybe 3 different meals that I would rotate during the day. I'd make them all at once. A roll of ground beef. Yeah, I don't know where I got rocket sausage. And that I would get sick of. And there was more variety for that. So I would have like turkey, ground beef, whatever. And then I would have like my veggies and stuff. And that that got over it. What time are we going clam fishing tomorrow? What about seasonings or garlic? I don't use any seasonings. I know some people do, but it's like, it's a plant. And I'm making an exception for my one little plant coffee bean water. You live in a university dorm. Do you think I could cook ground beef in the air fryer? Yes, you can. The one I have, it has like a removable tray with the air things that can go around it. So you can take that out. Granted, I mean, I guess if you want to like be a little bit more, you know, conscious of like toxins and plastics and stuff, maybe get like one of the stainless steel ones, and cook it in that. But yeah, you definitely can if there's some sort of like tray. Do you think you'll stay on this diet for the rest of your life at this point? Yeah, unless like things like don't continue to work for me. I mean, I had obviously a very open mind to get to this place. Like this goes against everything we've been taught. So if like new information comes out that's like, oh, you're doing this wrong, like not the BS that we're being told right now that's like paid for, you know, studies and stuff. Yeah, I'll keep doing it as long as it works for me. What made you go off keto? I got sucked into the intuitive eating bullshit. The whole no foods are bad, everything's on the table. Well, I'm addicted to carbs and sugar, so I can't just eat that stuff in moderation. So yeah, that was a big flop, but that's why I went off of it, and it was a bummer that I did, but I feel like that's kind of what led me to here. What's your favorite meal? Ribeye. Carnivore diet for 3 years. Awesome. How's your scurvy? See, I feel like everyone thinks like, you know, there's only like a few of us doing this carnivore diet, and there's people that have been doing this for years and years and years, and they're thriving and they're doing amazing. Have you ever binged on the carnivore diet? No, but I could see how like cheese and stuff could be a slippery slope, but I could eat cheese without actually being hungry. Do you eat only meat and animal products? So I'm having eggs. I'm not doing dairy right now. I will incorporate it back in, but just on occasion. It was making my skin break out a little bit, and I was stalling on my weight because I was eating way more than I was actually hungry for. Not quite ready for raw carnivore. Not quite there yet. Tips for traveling on a carnivore diet. Do you find it hard? I don't. I feel like you can get meat anywhere. Anywhere's going to have a burger patty or whatever, unless you're at a vegan restaurant. But you can I like cold meat. Like we were just gone to SeaWorld for the day. I packed a cooler, bacon, cold bacon's delicious. Thank you for the rose. How nice. Hard-boiled eggs are handy. Slice up a bunch of steak if you want to have that cold. Do you get affected by the hate? I hope not. I do. It's awful. You know, people are really awful. And so I'm trying to pull back from reading the comments, which is unfortunate because then like genuine comments get ignored. And I would like, it is social media. I would like to have conversations with people, but some people are like really nasty. Why do you not count butter as dairy? I mean, yeah, there's going to be some milk proteins in there, but like my thing was I'm meaning like milk and cheese and cream. So yes, it is dairy, but it's so minimal. It's not like affecting me. Do you think I can store butter at room temperature? Yeah, I have a stick that I always leave out, but we go through it quick. I mean, you'll notice if it's not good. You'll get some like moldy pieces, but that takes a while. Thoughts on cholesterol? I have a whole YouTube video on this. We need cholesterol. Our brain is like made up of 70% cholesterol. We need cholesterol from animal products. It's important to survive. And the total number, you know, everyone is like, oh my God, your cholesterol is so high. It's like, but that's not what you need to look at. You want to look at the triglycerides. What is it? I always get them confused. The HDL is the good one. You want to look at the ratio, the particle size. So all that comes into play. And it's just one piece of the puzzle. You know, just the cholesterol is just one thing in the whole puzzle of your metabolic health. Okay, I have like 2 minutes left before I have to hop off to go on a podcast interview. I wish you a lot of luck. Thank you. Thank you so much. How long does the butter normally last you at room temperature? I mean, it can be out for weeks because I'm usually eating the cold stuff in the fridge. HDL is good, LDL is bad. Yeah, so the HDL, that comes into play with the numbers. Sorry, any noticeable surprises? When you started the diet that you weren't expected? I wasn't expecting any of the health benefits I got. I did some research going into it, but I guess I didn't look at the carnivore influencers. So, I mean, besides Carnivore MD, so I didn't see everyone's success stories on like all the health issues that they fix. So yeah, I switched because I was feeling like shit. And I had no idea, like, my skin would improve, my energy, my gut. And honestly, hasn't been any negatives. The only negatives are the hate that I get. Where do you get your resources from? There's a lot of carnivore doctors that I follow. They share a lot of their studies that they get the information from. So a few I would look at: Dr. Anthony Chafee, Dr. Ken Berry, they're great. Professor Bart Kay. So those are kind of like some of the big wigs. Nutrition with Judy. She has a book called The Carnivore Cure. That is amazing. Carnivore diet makes you lose weight but feeds cancer. Nope, that's a myth. It is a myth. I mean, sugar. Wouldn't you think sugar would feed cancer? I mean, it's the carbs and sugar that are causing health issues. All right, guys, I got like 1 more minute. I got to hop on. Actually, I'm going to prep for that. And I'll pull my link up now so I can have a few more minutes with you guys. And then I can hop on my call. Okay, you went to school for this. And what school did you go to? This always is kind of like so weird. I mean, if you're like a dietitian, you're being taught like a standard American diet, and look around, that's not going too well. And they're being funded. One of the sponsors is literally like the American's Confectioner or whatever. So, yeah, it doesn't feed cancer. Nice try. Next. Okay, I can't see my screen. Thank you. Why wouldn't you do the carnivore diet, though? Just curious. Why wouldn't you give it a shot? For shiggles. Get real. Well, okay, what are you going to school for, Kay Brooks? I asked you. What school are you going to? What schooling? Who is teaching you that sugar does not cause cancer? Because I would beg to differ. You started this for a week and a half. Do you have any good recipes? Anything creative or new? I've been kind of slacking on recipes because I've just been using like burger patties and steaks. But yeah, if you scroll through my page, I have a bunch. Yeah, people are narrow-minded and used to being sick all the time. Yeah, that's so true. So true. Have an open mind. Follow the money trail. To the person that's going to school, follow the money trail. Yeah, but meat doesn't cause cancer. Like there's no proof. And actually there's like studies that have come out recently that says like that the studies that have said that are wrong. So I would dig deeper. I wouldn't believe everything they're teaching you in school because, and you still haven't answered, like what schooling are you talking about? I'd love to know that. Okay. I have 1 more minute. Can barely eat meat because of the texture sometimes and the aftertaste. Bummer. My dad has done it 6 months and he's lost over 70 pounds. It works. That's amazing. And so much more. I didn't say what school you're going to, like what kind of school. Are you going to be a dietitian? Are you going to be a doctor? Like I don't want the address of where you're at. Yeah, lost over 70 pounds. That's amazing. And it's so much more than weight loss. Like how does he feel? I bet he feels fantastic. Would you eat fruit and veggies if you lived in a different country where it's fresh? I mean, there's still, no matter where the fruit's coming from, it's still going to have like the anti-nutrients in it and the oxalates and the lectin. So how do you feel about having animals killed for you? I feel grateful for the animal that is nourishing me. How people will promote eating sugar and carbs as part of a balanced diet but refuse to eat meat. Yeah, I don't understand that either. I mean, I feel like we should all be on the same page that sugar is like not good for us, whether you want to eat it or not. So why should I eat that? So you can consider me having a balanced diet. Yay, carnivore family. Where can I read about this? Sorry, Golden Barbie. Where? Oh, like the oxalates and the lectins? There's a lot of info out there on that. Just see. Nice. Yeah, the mental health changes. It's been so amazing. Okay, I have to go, guys. I'm sorry. I'm jumping on a Zoom for a podcast interview, but thank you. Yes, Golden Barbie. There's tons of information out there. Oxalates, lectins. Like, go search that. No. Oh, one more thing. Shit, I'm going to be late. Dr. Anthony Chafee, he has a podcast, and it's episode 24. Plants Are Trying to Kill You. It's fabulous. Go listen to that. It will have you rethinking your whole entire life. Okay, bye guys. Thank you.